Hi ladies, it's Beth here from B Style. Time for another Tipsy Tuesday. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I am here today with a hot topic. One of the biggest questions or conundrums I hear year round, but I think especially in the fall, and maybe most especially this fall, and that is about shoes and fall shoes and what shoes to wear with what. Primarily pants, but it applies to everything. But especially what shoes to wear with different jeans, with different pants, etc. So let me know if this is a question you have. Now let me also preface this by saying that there are a lot of people who are big shoe people, who have enormous shoe collections and who love shoes. And I know you're out there, and God bless you. That's great, because shoes really do make the style. You know, they have such a huge impact on style. I am more, I wouldn't say I'm a shoe minimalist, but I'm not a big shoe person. So my shoe collection is probably considered kind of basic to a lot of people. Some people have fewer, some people have more. You know, it's just, I'm not as much of a shoe person as others. So keep that in mind. You know, you're not gonna see me with a million different kinds of shoes, you know, or they're all very similar, and they're all very, some might call them boring, but I have some funky ones. I have some new on-trend ones. But what I want to focus on is more how to pick what shoe to go with different looks, taking into consideration some of the trends we see this fall, some of the new silhouettes. I mean, for so many years, it was like skinny jeans, skinny jeans, skinny jeans, or, you know, skinny jeans and leggings. And that was really easy in a lot of ways. It was easy to pair shoes. You know, skinny jeans, the reason I think, one of the reasons skinny jeans have had such staying power, and they're not going anywhere, ladies. If you love your skinny jeans, you can still wear them. But the reason they did have such staying power, I think, is because they work with so many kinds of shoes. It wasn't so difficult. So that's one of the beauties of skinny jeans. The more relaxed silhouettes that we're seeing now, the straighter leg, fuller leg jeans, gets a little trickier. So while people are joining, let me kind of get my bearings together about how I want to start. For one thing, please type in your questions. If you have specific questions, let me know, and hopefully I'll see them and I can answer. But I'm focusing again on kind of like the basic things that we wear on a daily basis, and trying to give some rules of thumb. You know, just so, again, this is kind of like Shoes 101. If you're a fashionista and you love playing with shoes and you have a great collection and you're really creative with shoes, none of this is going to be earth-shattering or very informative to you. But if you struggle with what shoes to wear, this hopefully will help. And these are just a couple questions you can ask yourself when you're getting dressed and deciding what kind of shoes. There's basically three kind of criteria, or three things to keep in mind. Color, number one. Volume or proportion, number two. And three is kind of like the genre or the style of your outfit. Okay, so when you're getting dressed, think to yourself, what colors am I wearing? And think about the top of your outfit. We're not gonna get crazy here. The top of your outfit and the bottom of your outfit. And we're not talking about exact colors. I'm not gonna go through and say, well, when you wear a pink top, you should wear these shoes. I'm talking more general. When you're wearing, you know, for color, it's like, are you wearing light on the top and darker on the bottom? Or is your color darker on the top and lighter on the bottom? Or are you dark everywhere? Or are you light everywhere? That kind of thing, okay? So think about the two kind of halves of your outfit. Or if it's a dress, you know, what the overall color scheme of the dress is. Is it on the lighter side? Is it on the taupier side? Or is it blacks and navies, burgundies, darker colors, okay? So color, number one. That you're gonna think about. Number two is proportion, and that's where the new silhouette and pants come in. Are your pants wide leg? Are they like the fuller type of jeans, you know, slouchier jeans? Or are they a very slim fit, you know, slim Ponte ankle pant, which is still just a fabulous look? Those are two different, you know, proportions. They have different volume. You know, the slim Ponte pant is sleeker and slimmer, and then either the wide leg flowy pant or the slouchier jeans have more volume. So you're going to take that into consideration when you pick your shoe. Is your bottom especially slimmer and sleeker, or is it fuller and more relaxed? So that's volume. And number 3 is the style of your outfit. Are you in a very kind of tailored, preppy look today? Or is it kind of or is it like a boho, relaxed, flowy look? Or is it a very casual, you know, just a casual, sporty look? Or an on and on. Are you dressed up? Are you looking very feminine and, you know, girly? What is the look of your outfit? Now, just a caveat about the genre, I'm not ever saying that you're not going to mix. Like I talk about all the time. I love mixing, you know, maybe like a floral feminine dress with an edgy black moto jacket. I love that look. But when we're talking about shoes, we're talking about the overall look. Is it an edgy, cool look, or is it a more floral feminine look? Two kind of examples. Take those into consideration when you're picking your shoes. Okay, so color, volume, or proportion, and style, genre. Those are the 3 things. Now, so that's kind of where my focus is going to be. Now let's start at the top and give you some general guidelines, okay? Okay, I'm wearing a white top. So light on the top. Today I have on a medium wash denim. These are the Gap. I link them here because I love them. They are Gap wide leg crop. They hit about this high, this much above my ankle, and they are a wide leg. They're not hugely wide, but they're, you know, they're not flare. They just kind of go down like this. They're not straight. They're not boot cut. They're not straight and then wide. They're just kind of wide. Okay, you can look at the link and see what I'm talking about. Just for those of you who are in the fall style system or who are considering joining, I'm working on a video course that's going to explain all this with pictures. So you'll be able to see the picture of the actual pants and it'll make more sense. But for our purposes today in this live, I'm just going to give you some guidelines. So with color, in general, I think it looks best. This is very simple, and you've probably heard this before, and it just makes sense. Think of a sandwich or bookends. If you've got light on top and then denim or dark, I like, especially if it's a croppy kind of pant, I like to balance that off with a lighter shoe. And by lighter, I mean like a neutral. So what I'm wearing, I have on, you know, the white and the denim. I could wear a black shoe, but I don't think it would be as good. Instead, I would normally, like if it was cooler out, once it hits fall, I'd put on my go-to taupe booties with this. I would wear the taupe booties with these wide leg jeans. They will hit right at maybe this far, a sliver above the pant leg, but it totally works. Take my word for it, because these are kind of fitted to my ankle. They're not, you know, and they're kind of sleek. So I would wear, with this outfit, I would wear a lighter shoe. Now, what I'm actually wearing, thanks to Target, is I went with cognac today, and I actually tied it in with a brown belt, and I'm wearing these just to give a little shout out to the clog lovers out there, because clogs are everywhere. These I got at Target. If you have feet issues and or if you want a little bit of a higher heel, I kind of wish these were higher. Madewell, if you want to spend the money, Madewell, and those feel so good on my feet, has the Harper Mule, which is even better than this, in cognac or black. But I love a mule like this with these crop wide leg jeans. It has the pointy toe, which, you know, it doesn't hurt my feet or anything, but it's flattering. You know, it's that the pointy toe is just going to be elongating and more flattering than like a rounded or square toe, which with wide leg pants, I think you want a pointy toe. So that's an example of balancing color. Now let's say I wanted to completely change it up. And again, I took pictures of this, and I threw on a leather or faux leather. This is the peach dismount jacket. It's got faux leather sleeves, kind of an edgier jacket. So I threw black on. Maybe I would probably take this belt off and maybe put a black belt on, or a leopard belt. I'd probably do black. And then I've got the white top, but now I've got black on, and this is a little bit of an edgier look. You know, which I kind of like, the edgy black leather with the feminine lace. But then on my feet, that gives me more options. I mean, one option would be to keep this belt on and go with cognac, go with white and black and cognac on my foot. Or because I'm balanced, I've got the black on top, I could then introduce a black shoe. Okay, and then it comes down to what kind of look am I going for? Am I going for a more of a preppy tailored look, in which case I would go with my handy dandy black loafer mules. The shoes I'm showing you are pretty much my entire fall shoe wardrobe, just so you know. These are pretty much the only shoes I wear all fall. So if I were wearing the black, either the black Ponte blazer or a black leather jacket or a moto jacket, yeah, I could then put black shoes on, and you've got that bookend. You've got like the sandwich of the black on top, black on your feet, and the color denim whatever in the middle. Okay, you following me? But the black I think works once you introduce some black on top versus not. Again, this would be a little more of a preppy tailored look. So maybe with this I would wear the Ponte blazer, because that style wise to me works more so than like a leather. If I was wearing the leather, like a leather moto or this dismount jacket, then I might want to get funky and a little edgier. And that is when I would introduce the new patent lug sole loafer. To me, this is just a little, it's a little funkier, and it works with these pants because these pants have some volume, they have some heft. And if I've got the black leather jacket on top, even with this blouse, and then throw these on, you've got that balance of the black and the black, and the volume of the shoe works with the volume of these pants. The pants can hold this clunky shoe. And I took a picture of it, and they actually look really cool with this cropped pant. So the key, I think, to these lug sole loafers, because a lot of you have gotten them, I think after trying on a bunch of different things, I think they do look best with a little bit of ankle showing, versus when I have some straight leg jeans that go all the way down. And maybe when it gets colder, I'll opt for that. But to my eye, I like a little bit of ankle showing. So if it means taking your straight leg jeans and cuffing them a little bit, that's my favorite look. Or a pant like I have on, a crop, where there's a little bit of skin showing, a little bit of ankle showing with these clunky shoes. To my eye, that's the most flattering look. But these are fun, and you're gonna see these, you're gonna see a lot of these. And they also come in burgundy, which almost looks black, but they're burgundy. So if you wear a lot of neutrals and you can throw in the burgundy, I really like that as an alternative to black. Okay, let me just see if anyone has any questions so far, if this is making any sense. And again, these are just my made up rules. There could be someone maybe wrote a book about this and has, this is just how I think. This is the way my mind works. And I take a lot of pictures, and I've sort of trained my eye to say, that doesn't work, this does work, and I've figured out why. And part of it is that simple, color, make it that bookmark, the bookmark of the dark and dark or light and light. You're not matching. I'm not telling you, okay, if I'm wearing a what, you're not matching. You don't have to match like we used to. I mean, I used to in high school match everything. If I'm wearing this color top, I have to have that color socks on. We're not matching. We're just coordinating and balancing things out. So you're not really heavy on your feet and light on your top, or vice versa. Okay? What pants do you have on? I didn't see them. Jan, these are the Gap wide leg crops. Oh, there, you can see them. Can you guys see them? So I have them on with the Target Mules. You could wear them with clogs. They're great, and they're not too high-waisted on me. They come right to my belly button, which for me I like. If you have a longer waist, or if you're not short-waisted and you like a higher waist, that's always good too, because it will, especially if you have short legs, a higher waist is going to elongate your legs with a pant like this. So keep that in mind if you want to get the rise right in the pants. But I linked these. They are I believe Gap or Banana Republic. But these are probably my favorite new jeans from the fall. What shoes with the peach crops in twig. So the peach, the Simones, I think you're asking. I'm gonna get to those because I have them here in black. I just ordered them in twig. But that, well, I'll answer that now because they are a similar silhouette. This is more of a dress pant that has a similar silhouette to the jeans I'm wearing. These are pull-on, wide leg, and they are probably the exact same length. They are the exact same length as these pants on me. So with these, there are a lot of options. I personally think with a wide leg crop, if you can do it, a little bit of a heel is better. A flat out flat with a wide leg crop, unless you're really tall, it's not as great of a look. A little bit of heel helps. Even if it's, I mean, what I have on right now is a little bit of heel like this. So if these were the twig color, which Jan is asking about, which is sort of a olive, they're not olive, it's a gray green. They're a great neutral. With that, I would not wear these with twig because the twig is sort of a cooler color and this is very warm. I would wear, with those, I would wear black, like either a black mule with a little heel, or like even like a snake print loafer. If you're going, that would probably be a total flat. Again, you'd have to try. I do wear, you know, I do wear my flats with these pants. But for the best look, a little bit of heel with these kind of pants, I think is better. If you're going to an office, a pump. I mean, picture, like these are my leopard pumps, but I also have these same shoe in black and this cut like a neutral. If I were to go to an office, this is what I would wear. And these kind of, this, a classic pump, it could be lower. It could be it could be either a kitten heel or a very low heel pump with these wide leg pants is fabulous too. And that, in that sense, you're creating more of a corporate dressed up look, style, genre. Okay, I'm all over the map. I hope people are following me. Kathy's saying, I recently purchased black clunky loafer with shearling insert on the top of the toes. Some suggestions for, oh, wow. So maybe that's the shearling line. I assume it's a mule. Mules are great. It's probably similar to my black mule with the fur. Key with those is, you know, you're never going to wear socks with mules, ever, ever, never, ever, ever. Are you going to wear socks with a shoe like this or a shoe like this? And I know it's going to get cold. So if it's too cold, and like I wear shoes like this, even in the cold, you know, I'm not going to schlep through the snow in them, but if it's too cold, then you got to pick a different shoe. I'm going to say you cannot wear a sock with these shoes. Of course you can. Go ahead. But if you're asking for my advice, I'd say don't. Okay. You could wear a sock in the winter. You know, you could definitely wear a sock with these. We got to think about that, about how we would style that. I mean, I've seen very high fashion outfits with like a dress or a skirt with little black ankle socks. Like, that's a fabulous look. I mean, it doesn't suit my lifestyle. But if you were wearing a full length pant where the sock wasn't being seen, like a full length jean, straight leg, you could wear a sock with this. I don't know if I ever would, but if you really want, if you want to, you could with this. You can't with a mule. Okay. Okay. So, what shoes with the peach? I'll make sure what pants do you have on? I recently purchased a black, we already did that. Okay. All right. You're still with me. Let's move on and talk a little bit more about the crop wide leg pants, because the other pants you've got a lot of flexibility. But I wanted to share another idea, especially if you have shorter legs or you're a petite. And people have told you, you can't wear crop pants, you can't wear wide leg pants. It makes your leg look stumpy. Here is a way that, yes, you certainly can. One way is to wear a heel, like a pointy toe pump with your wide leg crop pants. And match, you could, by matching the color of the shoe to the pant, you're gonna elongate your legs. And in that scenario, I am kind of, I'm flipping the script on my like color, you know, light on top. If you really want to elongate your legs and you're wearing black pants, for example, even if you're wearing a light top, you're going to wear the black shoes, right? Because you're elongating it. With denim, it's another story. But if you want to really elongate shorter legs and you're wearing a wide leg pant or any kind of pant that would normally cut you off, wearing the same color shoe is going to keep that longer length. So a pointy toe pump, you know, you could definitely, I mean, to me, this is still dark. Leopard is always fun, but you know, a black pump would be fantastic with a crop. But another idea too here that I tried on with these exact pants, which they're a lighter weight, but I would wear them, you know, all year round, really. Maybe not during a snowstorm, but especially like this. If you have, or you can get your hands on, a pair of tall black suede boots, sleek. I'm not talking about the riding boots that we all had, and that I'm not telling you to get rid of those either because they'll probably be back in style. They're classic. But for this example, I'm not talking about, when I talk about a tall, you know, knee-high boot, not over the knee. I'm not talking about over the knee. I'm talking about a traditional knee-high boot. I'm not talking about a flat riding boot, like, you know, your Fries, or that's not going to work with this example. But a suede, and I'm partial to suede when it comes to this kind of boot, a black suede boot with a little bit of a heel. Better yet, if it's not, I mean, mine are Blondos. Bowden has one, especially if you work in an office and you get dressed up. The Bowden ones are phenomenal. They've been around for years. They will never go out of style. They are expensive. I think they're $160, but if you work in an office and you like to wear tall boots, they are worth the money. You will wear them forever and ever and ever. But stay with me, because picture the crop wide leg pants and then you stick a tall boot. And you've got the look of the wide leg. They're very flowy and swingy, but they're cropped, so that is just very modern looking. But you're not breaking up the line because you've got the tall boots, a fitted tall black boot that's going underneath, and it almost makes it look like a skirt with a boot. That great look. It's really a very, very good look. So a tall suede boot with a little bit of a heel. I linked a couple. These are now available at Nordstrom Rack. And for my casual lifestyle where I'm not going into an office, I wear these a lot, and they're waterproof, and I think they're under $100 in Nordstrom Rack, and it looked like they had sizes available. And they're Blondos, which we know work for a lot of people. So the other option is if you don't want to wear a tall boot, is a bootie. This is very high. I wear this if I'm getting all gussied up, because they kind of hurt my feet, but I love the looks of them. A tall black suede bootie with a taller shaft, where especially if you're petite and the Simone or the pant, you know, the wide leg crop pants come a little longer on you, a boot like this, the pant is going to hang over it. It's going to either meet or hang over, and it's going to have that same look, that unbroken line. But especially at a heel, it's gonna make your legs look longer, so you get to have that modern cropped look while elongating your legs. Make sense? Versus putting on those, you know, if you've got short legs and you put on the cropped wide leg pants and a black flat, it works. I'm not telling you not to wear that, but it's definitely gonna make your legs look shorter versus the taller boots. Okay, and if you don't want to wear a boot, but you could wear a shoe like this, like a pump. That's what I would do. Okay, so that's for my petite ladies out there who have been said, I can't wear the the Simone type crop pants. With the twig pants, what I will do this fall is I would wear my Simone pants, which I've already lost, which are the wide leg but flowy pull-on pant and they come in, Jan's talking about twig, which is like an olive green. I would wear them probably with booties, black. I would wear with black booties, and then I would bring in black up top somewhere. Now, let's say the color guru told you, black's not good on you, or you don't think black is good around your face. That doesn't mean you're never going to wear black. Maybe you're going to wear one of your color, like a white top or a cream, whatever your good neutral is, and a black cardigan or a black jacket or the black Ponte blazer. And then you put a black shoe on with a little bit of heel, whether it's a pump or a booty. And Jan, that is a fantastic look. Fantastic. So you've got black and white, you know, like maybe a white t-shirt, a black something. You know, with the wide leg pants, I wouldn't go with anything really long because the pants are cropped and they're wide leg. You're gonna want the jacket to be something maybe hip length, like the Ponte blazer, or a shorter cardigan in black, or it could be charcoal gray. And then the twig pants, olive gray, green pants, and then a black shoe. And that would be fantastic. So I hope that answers that question. Okay, you could probably wear this color with twig as well. You could wear a boot like this with twig, especially if you were wearing lighter on top. You could absolutely wear that. If you're wearing lighter colors on top and no black, you could wear a bootie this color with the twig. Okay, so, but that's a perfect example of using the bookends, the black. Your shoe is black in that scenario. You want to bring in some black on top. Doesn't have to be all black. Okay, what other shoes do I, or what other examples? Let's talk about just a basic ankle pant. These are just these are actually a marine blue, but a lot of people have them in black. Just a Ponte ankle pant that's straight leg, fitted, and hits you, you know, it depends on how tall you are. On me, these hit me maybe this much above my ankle. These, you have a lot of options. With this, I feel like it comes down to the type of look you're going for. Are you going to the office? In which case, you know, you're probably going to be a little more buttoned up and tailored. Maybe you're wearing a blouse, a blazer, and what shoe are you going to wear? Well, you have options. You have lots of options. That's why, again, it goes back to why skinny jeans were so popular. Same idea with a pant like this, is you can wear lots of different things. You could, obviously, my go-to would be a loafer. Because these aren't as cropped and they're not wide leg, these, you can wear flats with these. And they look great. I would wear a loafer. I would wear a pump, a black pump, or any pump, you know, with a block heel or a kitten heel. I would wear booties with these. I would wear a bootie with these. You could wear it'd be fantastic with these. It'd be kind of a cool dressy look. I'd wear a sneaker with these, like whether these are blue or black or whatever, an ankle, a Ponte knit ankle pant. Throw on a pair of sneakers for a casual, sporty look. Even with like either a jean jacket or like the Ponte blazer with a hoodie underneath it. You know, where you've got that sporty look with a white sneaker, and white sneakers are going to look great with a Ponte pant. And I also tried them on with these, a pair of Ponte knit pants, straight leg, ankle pants, which are slim fitting. So at first I was like, oh, I don't know. Is this going to be too bulky with these slim fitting pants? And they're not. But what's the key, ladies? The key is volume. If I'm putting a voluminous, clunky shoe and some thin, slim-fitting pants, what am I going to want to do up here? I'm going to want to put on, in my picture, I put on a sweater, like a chunky knit sweater that is, in this case, it was a charcoal gray. So I'm doing two things. I'm balancing out the dark color shoe with a darker, it's not black, but gray sweater, chunky knit, balances out the chunky shoe. And then, you know, I've got these cool blue pants on in the middle. So I'm creating that kind of sandwich. Bookends. Okay, where do the booties need to hit on ankle pants? Need to show skin, or can they go under the pant? That's a great question. That's Lori. It depends. Okay, if you are petite, and especially if you have very short legs, let's say you're petite, maybe you're long-waisted with short legs, and you're just trying to do whatever you can to lengthen your leg. Then if ideally in that case, for the best, you know, when we're talking about good, better, best would be an ankle boot that had a high enough shaft that it went under the hem of the pant, or, you know, the hem of the pant sits right on top so that there's not a break. If you don't have short legs, if you're proportionate, or, you know, some petites even have short torsos and really long legs, then yeah, you could wear a regular shaft booty with a pant like this, and then at least in my case, it's going to come to your height. That's fine if there's a little bit of skin showing. I don't think you want this much skin showing, depending on the length of your legs, you know, like this much. An inch, say? Inch or two at the most. And again, that's also going to be a certain look. You know, it's probably a little more of a casual look versus dressy. It's a funkier, more modern look, which some people aren't going to like. Some people would say, well, that just doesn't make sense to have your booty and then skin and then your pant. But take a picture and look at the picture and see if you like it, or send it to me. But I do like that look. It can totally work. Okay. You wouldn't want it to be, you want it to be a sleek booty to do with an ankle pant. You wouldn't want it to be a, you know, like a, you know, chunky wide, with a really wide and leather. I think suede makes it a little more sleek. If it's leather and it's got buckles and then you're putting on a skinny pant, I don't think that's going to work. That's why sleek is all, if you're picking out a shoe, go sleek. Unless you're going intentionally chunky, unless you're going with like a combat boot, which, I'm eyeing some combat boots because I returned my lug sole booties, and I do think a combat boot is cool. Or, you know, or the chunky. Then you're going intentionally chunky with something like this. And again, then you're going to balance it out with what you have on top, with the look you're creating. But if you're not looking to get it complicated, and you just want one or two pairs of shoes that's always going to work, a booty like this, you can wear 9 times out of 10. A booty like this is going to work. You know, maybe get one in a neutral. I'm more of a taupe person. I wear a lot of cool coloring, so for me, taupe makes sense. But maybe you are very warm coloring. Maybe you are like autumn coloring or spring, in which case then maybe you want a cognac colored booty. But make it sleek, no buckles, no adornment for that every day. For that I'm talking about for your everyday that you can wear, throw on every day. Keep it simple and keep it sleek and comfortable. And a little bit of a heel, you know, a little bit of a heel gives you a lot a lot more options. Okay, how are we doing? Any more questions? Brand of loafer. Okay, these are, I've linked them all. These are Franco Sardo. Franco Sardo came out with a ton of lug sole. That's what these are, lug sole loafers. Or maybe you're talking about my loafer mules. These you can find everywhere. These are from Amazon Essentials. I don't know, Google and see if they still make them. I think they were hard. I think they sold out. They look just like the Gucci loafers. They look a lot like Gucci loafers. So these you can find everywhere. If we're talking about just your very basic shoe wardrobe, I would say, you know, black taupe, taupe or cognac booties, and maybe a black booty, suede or leather. And then I love a mule. And I've had both these shoes for years and years. I wear them depending on, again, what I'm wearing in color-wise, but, you know, a tan or neutral mule and a black leather mule. This is probably plaid. This is definitely not leather, but you know what I mean. Again, my rule of thumb is, for some reason, don't ask me why, when it comes to mules like this, I like it to be black leather and tan suede. And I almost feel the same way about booties. Unless it's a dress booty, in which case for a black dress booty, I prefer suede. Okay, I own these in black leather. Don't wear them as much as I thought I would, but they're great too. Boy, I am all over the map. I've now shown you pretty much every single one of my pairs of shoes, with the exception of let's talk about dress, getting dressed up. Again, this could be to go to an office, it could be going to a party, whatever. A shoe like this, and yes, it is a sandal, and yes, you're not gonna wear it in a snowstorm, but I would wear a shoe like this all year round. You know, I used to have them in a higher heel. If you could wear a higher heel, that's probably better. I can't really. These are great. These were from Target. I can't find the link. They're a new day. They have them in a higher one, but Steve Madden makes them. Sam Edelman. Find the one that is best for your foot. But these are a great shoe. The one downside is they do have an ankle strap. So if you have, you know, thick ankles or thick lower legs, you want to try to avoid an ankle strap. But a shoe like this that's sleek, that's neutral to you. You have to find the right neutral that, you know, that goes with your skin tone. There's you know, you could Banana Republic actually makes a line of shoes like this that come in like 6 or 7 different tones, so you match your skin tone. Anyway, a shoe like this, when you have to go to a wedding or you're wearing a dress, it just works. It just works, and it makes your leg look longer. I've harped on this over and over again. I like suede. Yes, you could, and I could wear that. You can wear these in the dead of the summer, the dead of the winter. You can wear them all year round. You know, if it's a snowstorm, no, you're gonna wear your black. I would wear like a boot if it's a snowstorm, and I'm getting dressed up. But otherwise, a simple, sleek, neutral sandal takes you a lot of places. Okay, I have taupe, black, olive, and red suede booties found in my fall bin. These are comfy, but I cannot ever. What do I recommend for a dressy flat? Okay, for a dress, if you have to wear a flat, you want to look for pointy toe and maybe some sort of texture, whether it's a lizard, you know, like not a pattern, but some sort of texture or pattern, some shine. Maybe it has some detail like a buckle or something to make it a little bit dressier. But that's for a dressy flat. And the brand is going to depend on your feet. You got to find that brand that works for you. You know who I've never had the Birdies. Anyone ever tried Birdies shoes? They popped up on my feed, and they have a great flat it's a pointy toe. It's a Mule, and it comes in like millions of different really cool colors, including some that were kind of metallic and dressy. So try those. Again, it's a Mule though, so you're slipping it on. And ladies, don't feel like you can't walk in Mules. I wear Mules almost exclusive. I find them more comfortable because your heel's not rubbing, your heel's not slipping. The Mules will stay on your feet if they're the right mule for your feet. So don't feel like you can't wear Mules. Ballet Flats. Of course, Pam, I can't believe I forgot about Ballet Flats. I've never been a ballet flat person just because I don't know why, to tell you the truth. But ballet flats are just classic and chic. Personally, I think if I could pick between a ballet flat and a loafer, I would always go the route of a loafer. I think it's because I've got bigger feet and, you know, I'm tall. And sometimes I felt like ballet flats just were too diminutive on my frame. But I see them, and they're another one of those shoes that's never going to go out of style. Like, you know, French girl chic all day long. Ballet flats are fantastic, and Rebecca, that's an option for your dressy flat, a ballet flat. If you can go with one that's pointy versus the traditional round one. I know pointy toe shoes are hard if you have bunions or difficult feet, but anytime it could be slightly more pointy, and again, sleek, and with the other thing that's going to make it dressier, a flat dressier, is the Vamp. The Vamp is this part of the shoe. The lower the Vamp, the dressier it's going to be. You know, and the higher the Vamp, like this is very casual, has a high Vamp. So if you can find a flat that's got a nice lower Vamp, or like a Vamp, I think the Birdies had that sort of a cutout. The Vamp was sort of on an angle, triangle. That's just going to be sleek and flattering. Okay, hi Denise. Winter bull pit. I'm not following that. I'm happy to give advice. What brand are your, oh, my light suede mules. Oh, these are free people. These are free people? They are. So try Googling free people, but I also linked some similar. Steve Madden has them. These have got to be 5 years old. I thought they were lucky, but they are free people. Suede. Look for a tan or taupe if you prefer taupe. Loafer mule. You will wear it all the time, especially this time of year when you're transitioning out of sandals. You don't feel like putting a sandal on anymore, but you don't want to feel like you're not putting a bootie on, and you don't want to wear black. A shoe like this is fantastic. I think Sam Edelman or Steve Madden has a really cool one with a gold buckle that was in the Nordstrom sale that I think is now back to being available. So if I had to pick my #1 heavy hitters, one, or I'll give you 4, 5, well, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a tan-ish neutral color suede mule. Or if you want a loafer, if you hate mules, get a loafer. Get one with or get a ballet flat in a color like this. Same with black leather. I like to mix it up. This one has the buckle, whatever. So maybe make it a little. Make it the two of the exact same shoes unless you have difficult feet and they work. But maybe mix it up a little bit, right? A pair of white leather sneakers. All year round. The beauty of leather is they wipe off, and they're warmer than canvas. This is just your go-to casual shoe. It's just, trust me. And then a taupe suede bootie or cognac leather. If you're going this color, I think I'd say go leather. If you're going this color, I'd say go suede. That's just my opinion. Okay. If you have difficult feet, Bionic has a bootie this color. If you like this color, Bionic for difficult feet, VIONIC. Leanna found a pair of Bionic booties in that color. They don't have them in this color, which is criminal. These are very expensive booties. These are my Mark Fisher, but to me they were worth every penny because this is my 2nd or 3rd season with them. I Scotch Guard, sprayed them with Scotch Guard. They are, and I'm brutal. Like I'm a slob. I wreck things easily. They are in great shape. They are so comfortable to my feet and so versatile that the cost was pennies per wear. It's pennies. That would be it. Those would be my must-haves. And then, if you work in an office, you need a good pump. I think a block-heeled pump is great, easier to walk in. Doesn't have to be tall. A little heel. And with the pump, again, consider the Vamp and the toe. And just know that it's going to be more flattering if it has a little bit of a point and a little bit of a lower Vamp versus a higher Vamp and round. You're getting into potential frumpy shoe land. Okay, so look for a brand that has some modern looks that are still comfortable. And Google it. There are companies that have come out with shoes that are great looking for people with bunions. I forget the name of it. I'll try to find it but if you Google it, they specialize in shoes for women with bunions that give some room in that area without being like orthopedic looking. Yeah. Oh, the only other pair I didn't show you was my cheetah. I love leopard. Believe it or not, what I'm finding is that cheetah, and I've had these for a couple of years. These are Madewells, and I love them. I can't find them, but you can find similar. Cheetah is actually probably a little more on trend than traditional leopard this year, for what it's worth. Snake is still out there. If you're more of a gray, cool coloring person, you'll see snake print as well, which is great if you wear a lot of grays and blacks. Then snake is a great, and that's a fun extra shoe to have. It's not a priority, but if you're looking to add some pattern and interest, I like having cheetah or snake. Okie dokie. I think I covered everything. Did I confuse you even more? But for those of you in the fall style system, or those of you who are looking to join, look out for a video training where I'm going to show pictures and explain all this in a little more of an organized, easier to understand way, so you can make decisions as you get dressed. Okay. Thank you for joining. Make sure I don't have any other questions. Sorry, first time I know someone. Oh, so she knew someone in the group. I love that. I love that. Oh, and there's Karen. And if you want really cool, stylish shoes, talk to Karen, and she'll. I'm giving you like the shoe 101, but someone like Karen will give you like how to be very, very on trend with your shoe choices. So, anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks for joining. It's always fun. And the links are below. And any questions, just type them in here, and I will get to you. Okay? Bye for now.